Really don't get the bootlickers of Qatar talking about how I should respect the culture that wants to murder me for who I am. No, that stuff is crazy. Like that here, we'll get started with that. Okay, we'll get started with that. So this guy says, as a Qatari, I'm proud of what happened. I don't know when will Westerners realize that their values aren't universal. There are other cultures with different values. They should be equally respected. Let's not forget that the West is not the spokesperson for humanity. Bitch, are you the spokesperson for humanity? Like, there's definitely, what the f? This has 600,000 likes they're botting. There's no fucking shot. Bro, I love when motherfuckers like do moral relativism, but in the other way, okay? He's like, listen, guys, it's not all black and white, okay? Meanwhile, like everything I believe in is black and white and also, objectivist and objectively true. Nah, this shit popped off on GOP Twitter. Let's be honest. Your take on this? GOP centers prepare to flex our muscles? Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, they don't have shit, okay? I love when, and this is a Jordan Peterson style fucking take. I love when like religious people, like fundamentalists, adopt moral relativism and also postmodernist theory into their rhetoric when they are trying to justify religion, which is inherently on the other side of that concept. There is no fucking relativist approach. It's literally objective. It's written and it is true. Like, you can't fucking turn around and be like, no, actually, like, what about my diversity of opinion when your perspective is literally no gays? Because I think that this is how it should be. Let's deconstruct culture for a second. Like, why is the West the arbiter of truth? It's so stupid. Okay, but the U.S. has historically deemed all brown people terrorists. Are they going to respect those values? Wait, what? First and foremost, as you can see, America and Western nation states don't have a problem. They call the fucking people on the ground terrorists. They don't call the fucking people in leadership terrorists. Especially, we're going to talk about the Gulf states. Even when the Gulf states do be terrorizing other poorer brown people, other poorer Muslims that they do actually end up terrorizing, they're not the terrorists though. They're the good guys. Come on. We got to work with them. Qatar, much like many of the other Gulf states, is just a U.S. airbase, which it, of course, has, but also is basically a U.S. airbase in general. Country with like 10 people, and then the rest is literally immigrants that they shipped in that they are using as slave labor. Dude, like 200 years ago, the West was saying being gay is an Oriental value. What the fuck happened? I have news clippings of Israel saying homosexuality came from Muslim Palestinians. Read Orientalism. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this personally. Like the Ottoman Empire, which maintained the caliphate for a very long time, quite literally did not have any issues with homosexuality. And not only that, but also decriminalized it before the Western world did in the 18th century. So, the concept of like gay shit being, the concept of gay shit being like a big no-no is overwhelmingly a Western concept because they wanted to increase their birth rates. Same with anti-prostitution as well. If dudes are out there fucking man butt, they're not fucking their wives to have children. And they need to be fucking their wives a lot to have children because a lot of them are dying. Don't come to Gulf nations and tell them how to act. You can only do that when you're a rich Gulfie proselytizing in a dirt poor country so their men can become your proxy army, usually in a third country that you are also not a resident of. Yeah. Qatari millionaire, 23 hours out of the day. Lol. What if we did a joke song that was like 99 ways to rape your maid? Qatari millionaire, the second his country receives the tiniest bit of scrutiny. Greetings. He, they, periphery nation, imperial core, extractionism. Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's so sick that like the only time when you hear academic language from these fucking goons, and it's not just like the Qatari fucking oil millionaires, but like in general, fundamentalists and right-wingers universally love using academic language now when describing their own personal experiences. They try to do standpoint theory. Like it's the same energy as like, actually billionaire is a slur. We should start calling us people of means, okay? That's it. That's the energy here. It's so fucking stupid. Film crews being shut down, threatened. Women's foreign dress not allowed. Qatar bans beer sales at World Cup. But we don't want foreigners doing foreign things in our country. Then why did you bribe FIFA to host the World Cup? That's a good take. Literally. It's like, bro, you literally, you wanted to, welcome to Western capitalism. You're like so desperate that you wanted to fucking get that, get that good promo. And now you're mad that it's like kind of not working out. This guy, good. Now respect their culture and stop being a sexual imperialist. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just when I hear these fucking dickheads, like this guy works at OAN, bro. What do you mean sexual imperialism? They're all using academic language. And the dummies that can't parse through that and are hyper obsessed with the aesthetics can't see beyond the tactical usage of said academic language and go, wow, this is why woke shit sucks. This is why we need to drop this woke shit, because like these idpol things are being used by the right as the left in the same way. It's like, no, it's not the same. It's not the same way at all. Qatar tries to sports wash reputations, ends up exposing rotten core. I mean, it doesn't even matter. It is ultimately probably working. Sports washing is probably still working to a certain degree. I think that the world overly criminalizes what the Middle Eastern people do. I do condemn what Qatar did with working the construction workers and being anti-LGBTQ as well, but I also think that the West should keep the same energy for other countries as well, not just Arabic states. Not a hater, I swear, don't get mad at me. No, I agree with you, but you are talking to someone who does keep that energy with every fucking state, so I don't know what to tell you other than that. Is some of this sentiment motivated by people being like, yeah, these guys suck? Yeah, but they kind of do, you know what I mean? One thing to remind everybody, and I say this all the time and people are shocked to find out, when ISIS throws a gay dude off of a fucking roof, what do you think that gay dude, like, what do you think that gay dude's family believes? What do you think? That dude is also in many instances, an Arab Muslim. Like, they're not finding white American gay dudes to throw off fucking roofs, okay? They're throwing other fucking Arab Muslim dudes off of roofs. But you can't fucking you can't comprehend that. Like, you think like, no, all Arabs are just like fundies. They're fundamentalists. Like, Islam is fundamentalist. They're all ISIS. Like, what do you think? There are no gay people in Qatar? Of course there are. And also, yeah, brother, who created those regimes? This is literally the result of American Western imperialism for a century, undermining the people of the region and giving more power to the royal families. Is the same for Saudi Arabia, UAE? Absolutely. 1000%. You know you've been there. Shut the fuck up. I mean, I have not been to a Gulf state, but, you know, I did grow up in Turkey my whole life for a lot longer than I lived in America, as a matter of fact. The first 18 years of my life was spent in Turkey. So I think I have a much better understanding than you do about, I don't know, the culture in otherwise orientalized nations. Not a lot longer anymore. It's still longer than I've lived in America. Shut the fuck up. Middle Eastern chatter here. 85% of the Middle East are homophobic, to be honest. Bro, you just pulled that number out of your ass. Is there a lot of homophobia in Middle Eastern countries? Certainly. Okay. Is there a lot of homophobia in America? Yes. You know, we literally just watched a gay bar get shot in Colorado last night. Okay. Problem is, the homophobia or the fundamentalist attitudes represented by the governments of these nations and the seeming, like, the feeling that there is no way out of that is directly a consequence of these countries just being fucking either vessels to Western imperialism, okay, or directly under invasion and constantly in a volatile situation where they are trying to escape from the circumstances that they have to deal with. That kind of environment makes it so that the most reactionary forces in a fucking country are seen as the emancipatory forces in said country. Iran is a perfect example of this. The Iranian government is a perfect example of this. I'm not fucking saying that, like, these countries are over the top welcoming to gay people. What I'm simply stating is that they have not had time for progress to build within, because most of the people are regularly either working on expelling foreign forces or foreign influences, or their entire country is dominated by a monarchy or a royal family that is put there by Western nation states. The royal families there have ruled for centuries, even before oil and any skyscraper was erected. Can't really say it's because of America. Ultimately, their continued dominance is directly a consequence of Western imperialists meddling in their affairs. That is just you're fundamentally incorrect if you're against that. And it's not America. It's, when I say Western imperialist, if you want to go back in time far enough, we're talking about Britain as well. Please give me an example of a mostly Muslim population, a majority Muslim population nation state that has not had some level of control exercised upon them by Western imperialists, okay? Give me one country. The closest you can arrive to, the closest example you can arrive at is Turkey, and even then, you're wrong. You'd be wrong if you think that it's Turkey, because Turkey has certainly never been free of Western influence. Turkey is literally a part of NATO. There is not a single fucking majority Muslim nation that has not been genuinely impacted either through direct warfare or through coup plots like Iran, or through assertion, like the assertion of power and control that Western nation states offer royal families like the Gulf nation states. I don't know enough about Indonesian history, and even I know that that's not true, for the record. So yeah, bro said Algeria or Tunisia. Motherfucker, you're talking about colonies right now. What do you mean, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Bro, you think like, yo, people literally think like Hasan says America bad, and then they take it seriously. Like they forget that there are other countries that have also done wrong things, that have done tremendously wrong things in the exact same way before America, okay? What the fuck? Your qualifier envelops the entire planet, bro. When I say Western imperialism and its impact on the rest of the planet, yes, it's a hegemonic force. Of course it's going to envelop the entire planet. That is what is known as making a good argument. You're literally upset that I made a correct argument, and now you're just saying like, well, that's fucked up, bro. Well, it's impossible to disprove your theory because your theory is correct. Yeah, no shit. Thank you. Thank you for coming to terms with that. That's why I said, find me a fucking example of a majority Muslim country that has not been fucking impacted tremendously by post-colonial or colonial operations. When I'm talking about like American imperialism, a lot of times I'm talking about Western imperialism. He said Lebanon. Sure. Yeah, dude. Certainly. What is Mitch saying? Hasan, can you let me in so I can give you back the Camry keys? Wait, what? Oh, you're here? What the fuck? Damn, this dude forgot about the Camry, dude. This is sad. Pretty fucked up that you said the sun never sets on British Empire. Yeah. Alaikum salam, brother. Heck where, bro? God damn, you're fucking dripped up. Holy shit. It was on the hood. Yeah, you can put it wherever. I can't believe it. What did you get? What kind of car did you get? Is it a secret? You don't want to tell? You guys can get the scoop. What? You got a, we got the scoop, boys.
I got an Audi S5 2019.
Oh, no, it's
breaking down everything. Hi chat. What are you guys doing today?
We're talking about we're talking about Western imperialism, and with respect to Qatar and like all of these other Gulf states. And there was a Turkish guy in the chat said like, what do you mean Turkey's never been impacted by Western imperialism? And I was like, how many fucking American bases do we have in our country? Dummy. Yeah. Why is it that Fethullah Gulen is living in the fucking Poconos in a compound? You just think about that for a second. A guy who like almost successfully had a fucking coup d'etat in Turkey not that long ago.
Thinking about it still.
Anyway, the Ottomans would not have let American imperialism in. That's true. Yeah, we're going to talk about Tim Pool's like idiotic fucking tweets about the LGBT club and whatnot. But before that, we were talking about Qatar. I guess we've already talked enough about it. I don't know. But here, let's watch some news coverage over it and then.
Welcome back to CBS Mornings. It's day 3 of soccer's World Cup, but controversy continues to dog the host nation, Qatar. The captains from 7 teams.
That's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things is like listening to everybody pronounce Qatar. That's a new one, Qatar. I had not heard that one before. That is a pronunciation that I am unfamiliar with, okay?
Had planned to wear a rainbow One Love armband during matches. They wanted to show support for diversity and inclusivity in a country that limits the rights of LGBTQ people. But they were forced to back down after threats of disciplinary action on the field by soccer's governing body. Holly Williams looks at how the conservative Islamic nation's treatment of members of the LGBTQ community is affecting the world of soccer.
Stonewall FC in London says it's the world's most successful LGBT+ soccer club. They take the game very seriously. They're looking forward to the World Cup, but they're also worried because the host country, Qatar, is a conservative Islamic nation where sex outside of marriage is illegal and homosexuality can be punishable by death.
I know for a fact there would be no circumstance that I would be comfortable in Qatar attending the World Cup, going to matches.
I feel it's been tarnished by the legacy of a country that has so much work to do.
The ruler of Qatar insists everyone is welcome at the
Bro, they could have literally just bullied Qatar into just shutting the fuck up for like a day about it. But because they paid so much and because FIFA is so fucking cucked, so tremendously and unimaginably cucked, that they couldn't even, they just like literally went along with it. Just like you go along with the top of the hour ad break, okay? Which comes at the top of the hour.
World Cup, including gay soccer fans.
The World Cup is a great opportunity for people from different parts of the world to come and experience our culture. We welcome everybody, but also we expect and we want people to respect our culture.
But Dr. Naz Mohammed says he was the first Qatari to come out publicly as gay earlier this year and claims he received death threats as a result. He lives and practices medicine in San Francisco.
How frightening was it for you to come out as a Qatari?
Very, honestly. I have never been so afraid.
He believes he'd be arrested if he went back to Qatar.
Qatar does not have the resources right now during the World Cup to go out of their way hunting LGBT people.
So what you're saying is this is a show, this is a veneer. Qatar is going to welcome foreign fans who may be gay whilst continuing to persecute gay Qataris.
Yes.
So they have to accept.
When one of Qatar's World Cup
It's so funny. Like, they have to accept our rule is such a funny fucking take. It's like they want the acceptance and, widespread appreciation of Western nations while simultaneously fucking complaining when they're like, nah, like, none of that gay shit, though. Come on, bro, don't be gay.
Cup ambassadors was interviewed by German television. The veil slipped as he suggested homosexuality was a sickness.
Because of damage in the mind.
Members of Australia's World Cup team recently made this video.
But in Qatar, people are not free to love the person that they choose.
Demanding Qatar change its laws.
And the decriminalisation of all same-sex relationships.
But soccer...
David Beckham said he loves homophobia. David Beckham came out and said he's a big fan of homophobia.
Star David Beckham has drawn condemnation for signing a lucrative deal to promote Qatar and its World Cup.
Qatar really is an incredible place to spend a few days on.
At Stonewall FC, they're disappointed.
I think he's made an absolutely monumental error of judgment in signing up to be an ambassador for the World Cup.
He's being sold for just what is just another zero in his bank account, which would make no difference to him. I think it's a complete sellout.
We reached out to David Beckham for his side of the story, but he never got back to us. He recently claimed, however, that the World Cup would be a platform for progress and tolerance. Tony?
Kind of weird that Al Jazeera Plus supports LGBTQ while Qatar itself opposes it. No, that's not weird. That is literally normal. That is how a lot of these state broadcasters operate. They're very good at covering other states, and they're very bad or doing the job that they're supposed to be doing, which is propaganda, when covering their own state's crimes and shit like that. I've told you this so many fucking times. Al Jazeera, very good when talking about American imperialism. Al Jazeera, very good when talking about Western imperialism. Al Jazeera, awful when it comes to covering Qatar, because their goal is not to cover Qatar. Honestly, their goal is to do propaganda. It's a state broadcaster.
Holly Williams for us with an eye-opening report from London. Holly, thank you very much.
Doesn't seem very tolerant.
No, it's illegal. Infidelity is illegal. Homosexuality is illegal. There's no alcohol. I mean, it's not a free and open society, to say the least.
Right. And those words of we embraced everybody, welcome everybody, but we expect and hope you respect our culture. It's tough because there's a duality in there.
I love that. The respect our culture of homophobia, dude. Like, yeah, there's no fucking gay people in Qatar, dude. Yeah, good job. I don't even have an issue with the alcohol thing like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you go to Qatar, there's no alcohol. Like, yeah, it is what it is, right? It's kind of stupid and anti hospitality, which is the culture. It's stupid because it is literally against their culture of hospitality to not offer fucking alcohol to their guests and visitors if they want it. Having said that, however, I don't have an issue with the alcohol thing as much, But I certainly do have an issue with like, well, our culture is being homophobic. There's a lot of alcohol in bars, etc. It's only not in stadiums. Yeah, you can also, from what I understand, no, even in the stadiums, the VIP places have alcohol, no? I thought like the stadium actually did have alcohol if you could pay for it, which by the way is ironic because that's exactly how a lot of these fucking, you have to have the class privilege to be able to enjoy the libations. That's it. You have to be rich enough to be able to like buy your way to drinking alcohol. You think these motherfuckers don't have kids that go to college? I went to college. When I went to University of Miami, I went to college with a lot of fucking golf leader children. You know what I mean? A lot of you, if you've gone to a private university especially, you've probably encountered some oil baron children, and they 1000% love drinking, love doing all that shit, okay? Straight up. Most of those motherfuckers with like British, with a British accent that went and got their education in Oxford, do you think they didn't drink? Of course they drank. And they still do. They still drink in their homes. It's just that like it's keeping up appearances. It's literally straight up keeping up appearances in the and making it seem as though like alcohol is haram.
That a lot of people can't accept. Yeah.
Well, you can't refer to homosexuality as a damage in the mind.
You're right about that.
Anyway, I do find it funny when the Qatar sheiks and shit say the exact same shit that like you could hear from a fucking sister fucking hick in Alabama. You got to respect my culture, okay? It's heritage, not hate. Why can't you, bi-coastal lib elitists, respect my fucking culture when I say I want to be homophobic? It's the same shit. It's literally the same fucking shit. And ironic because they are just both conservative. That's the universal conservative value, which is, standing against diversity and standing against progress and civil liberties. As someone from the UAE, it's true everyone drinks behind closed doors. Yes, the only thing that is like a universal rule in Islam, which is a meme for the most part, is that nobody eats pork, okay? When you eat pork, then it's like you're fully converted away from Islam. I said, oh, pork? No, not for me. It's like, bro, you do cocaine. Like, what are you talking about? No pork. You gamble, you fucking drink alcohol, you do all that shit, but God forbid you eat pork, you know? Oh, no. This made the rounds on internet after Saudi Arabia beat Argentina today. Wait, what? Saudi Arabia beat Argentina? Argentina, Saudi Arabia. Wait, what? They did? How? Watch. I said how. Flexi says Allah. That's it. But with the power of Allah, yeah, that's right. 51st seed Saudi Arabia beat 3rd seed Argentina and Messi. Biggest upset ever. Mohammed bin Salman has declared public holiday tomorrow. That's pretty funny. The Saudi Arabia government has announced a national holiday for tomorrow due to the win for workers and for students. That's crazy. Watch the highlights. Bro, I don't want to get clapped. I'm not watching the highlights. The refs denied 3 goals to Argentina. Oh, they did they fucking banked off the offsides. Wait, so what are we thinking they juiced the refs a little bit? Referees had the blinders on. They had the money goggles on. Is that what you're saying? Or is that just copium? Also, Ronaldo is no longer at Man U. I saw that earlier. I saw this. I don't know. This is a ridiculous thing I saw. This is the best Saudi Arabia performance after 9/11. Proofs the refs were paid. FIFA and VAR allegedly made a huge mistake on Lautaro Martinez's goal by not taking into account the position of the Saudi left back. Football Twitter is not going to let this go, I don't think. I don't even know where the fucking ball is. Okay, so it's coming from here. Wait, what do you mean? This is offsides, isn't it? What the fuck? The guy between the defenders receives the ball. Where the green line is, that guy isn't offsides. Oh, they didn't pass it to him. They passed it to this guy. Offside when the ball is passed is about your position during after the pass. Bitch, I know what offsides is. What the fuck? I'm Turkish. Yeah, they didn't account for him. He's on the line. That's what they're saying. I mean, dude, this is insane, bro. Look, all I'm going to say is you got. It's not like the game was 1-1 and they didn't count your fucking goal like at the end. The game ended 2-1, right? So it seems like Saudi was just better. Not to defend them or anything, but goddamn, you just got fucking outplayed, outclassed, outmatched, From the Athletic FC, Lionel Messi's Argentina lost 2-1 to Saudi Arabia in their World Cup opener. Messi has a lucrative deal to promote Saudi Arabia, who wants to host the 2030 World Cup, as does Argentina. It's a strange position to be in. Maybe Messi didn't play hard enough. Have you ever thought about that? You don't want to see it. You're like, oh, Messi would never, dude. That's a Ronaldo thing. But maybe he didn't want to play hard enough because he's got money on the line. Dude, what was that accent? Wait, what do you mean? Dude, do I have to play this every time? Like, I mean, I will because I love it. It's my favorite song, so.
Let's go! Everybody rise up! Stand up! It's that time! Come on! We got Portugal, we got Mexico, France, England, Brazil, Belgium, Qatar, Germany, USA,
Belgium, Qatar, Germany,
Argentina, Australia, Croatia, Switzerland, Ghana, Japan, Uruguay, Morocco, Saudi Arabia.
See, that's where that comes from. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. When you hand Hasan the aux and he puts this on Shaking My Head, yeah, dude, so you can, instead of shaking your head, you should be shaking your booty, dude. This song fucking slaps. It bangs. Shut the fuck up. You're being disrespectful. This is the official World Cup song. Can we talk about the Flexicans at Qatar, though?
Yo, my boy, Rasta's pulling up to Qatar, my boy, and this is straight vibe. Look at how they're throwing his food. Let me show you fools hella videos, though. And the Rasta showing all the Arab homies how to really get down, my boy.
Hasta los árabes del entratón al payaso del rodeo.
And one of the rules in Qatar is no loud noises. Look what these fools did. Fools flew in the whole group of mariachis, my boy. Hey, watch this next one though. Cause the homie brought a Halloween costume, my boy. This fool's riding a whole dinosaur. Hey, and I'm gonna keep on providing fools with all the latest fun videos, my boy. So stay tuned, my boy. Stay posted. Follow me up. Yo, my boy.
That's fire.
Rasta's pulling up.
That's fire. That's actually fire. He ripped the door off in excitement. What is this? This looks like this looks like this is Saudi Arabia. He just took the door off, bro. Now that Brazil is back in the hands of Lula rather than Jair Bolsonaro, I can confirm that Brazilians are Turks. Yes. I know a lot of you are asking. And by that, I mean literally. Turkey fucking will give Turkish citizenship and will build statues of Brazilian football players. Like Alex de Souza is not only Turkish, was given Turkish citizenship, but also has a statue of himself in Fenerbahce because he's regarded as a Fenerbahce legend. Alex de Souza is a throwback. Holy shit. I mean, that's like the last time I was in Turkey. You know what I mean? I would 100%. I will go to Brazil. People say come to Brazil. I said I would. You know, if some shit comes up, I will go. Are you a Galatasaray normie? No. I don't really give a shit about football like that. But my family is Fenerbahce. So I guess technically I am Fenerbahce as well. FIFA liked Speed's song. What? That's crazy. He said, let's talk. The World Cup starts in 10 days. Ronaldo fans, after seeing Messi's Argentina lose to Saudi Arabia.
Today I feel Arab.
That's the most true thing ever. If your family is Galatasaray, then you are Galatasaray. Yeah, that's how it works. There's no two ways out of it too. USA versus England. Yeah, I know. On that day, you will see some real patriotic fucking statements from me, okay? I apologize ahead of time, but that is the one instance where I will be, I will act like I give a shit about America, America's well-being, and also America's performance.